Okay, welcome to another edition of My Gun Diary. I'm your host, Felix Mena, and today we're doing a Cosmoline removal on a 1933 hex receiver Mosin Nagant. The irony of the purchase of this rifle is that I actually bought it on the 4th of July. So I found it kind of funny that I bought a Russian rifle on the 4th of July. But anyhow, I've always wanted a hex receiver, and now I've got one. The problem is, of course, as with a lot of MIL-SURP rifles, is they come caked in tons of Cosmoline, and this one was no different. There are a variety of ways to remove Cosmoline from a rifle, but today I'm going to try something that somebody suggested to me at a gun shop recently, was to just simply use a heat gun to melt the Cosmoline off of the rifle. So I went out and purchased a $20 heat gun. I figured it was a good investment. I can use it for lots of stuff. Now, the first thing you want to do is disassemble the rifle. I'm starting with the Cosmoline removal here on the bayonet because I just wanted you to get a look at how easy this Cosmoline comes off when you melt it off with a heat gun. And if you just look closely here, you'll see the Cosmoline just start to drip off there. And there it goes, just dripping right off. Now, that's not to say that it's going to remove all of the Cosmoline. What you'll have to do is use your shop rags and some cleaning products and get the rest of the Cosmoline off there. But it's really good to just take a majority of the Cosmoline off for starters. Next thing you're going to want to do is disassemble the rest of the rifle. Now, this is not a disassembly video. There are plenty of great disassembly videos already on YouTube. So there wasn't very much Cosmoline inside the stock itself. I got a little lucky there. So I'm just going to basically wipe down the stock with some of my mineral spirits and other cleaning products that I have as well. So here I'm taking the main receiver now, and I'm going to use the heat gun and melt most of that Cosmoline right off. And just as with the bayonet, that Cosmoline is going to melt right off. As you see here, I've got a milk carton and some plastic garbage bags I put down. That'll catch all that Cosmoline as it melts off. Now, this process doesn't take very long. You'll see that Cosmoline start to melt off right away. And just stick with it. Start to get all the other parts as well. And then after the Cosmoline is melted off, I like to use this product called Gun Scrubber. It does a really great job of cleaning all kinds of gunk out of your actions and your metal parts and that sort of thing. So I apply the Gun Scrubber, and then I just wipe it off with my shop rag. Next is the bolt. The bolt was caked pretty heavily in Cosmoline. So before I disassembled it, I went ahead and just got the initial Cosmoline off of the outside of the bolt. After which I then went ahead and disassembled the bolt completely so that I could remove all the Cosmoline from the various parts. I'm also removing the Cosmoline from the magazine catch. And here you see the bolt already disassembled. I'm going to use my gun scrubber on all the parts here. And the gun scrubber is a really good solvent to break apart all the rest of that Cosmoline. I'll wipe it down after it, so I'm just applying gun scrubber to all my small pieces of the bolt. Go ahead and wipe them down. And if you need to use a cleaning brush to brush off all that excess Cosmoline or whatever else is on there. Then one of my favorite products is Remington gun oil. I've got it in a spray can here. And once the Cosmoline is cleaned off, I spray off all the parts and I apply my Remington CLP on there in the can. It's called Remington oil. It's really good stuff. Reassemble it. Next, I'm going to clean out the barrel. Once the barrel is cleaned out, you just reassemble your rifle, and you should be good to go. This heat gun method is a really excellent method for getting most of that Cosmoline off. Like I said before, you're still going to have to use some cleaning products, whatever works for you, soap and hot water, gun scrubber, hops number 9 or anything like that. But take a look at how beautiful this rifle turned out. And we're going out to shoot tomorrow, and I'm going to take this bad boy out there as well. This is my very first hex receiver, Mosin Nagant. Thanks for watching another edition of My Gun Diary. Stay tuned for more.